They are the days between Christmas and New Year's, and they have traditionally been filled with non-news fluff. Not the case this year, but we're taking advantage of this days between span to do some previewing of each division hitting the NL Central this morning with Jordan Bastian, our Cubs insider, and Mark Sheldon, who will handle the Reds' perspective for this discussion. Gentlemen, good morning. Happy New Year to you. And let's start with this. And, Jordan, I'll have you fire off first. In a really evenly played division, is there a clear favorite heading into 2021?
I don't think there is. And I think it's a weakened division. And I think that's why you're seeing a lot of the moves that we have seen. It's because these teams think that they can subtract, they can reorganize or keep an eye on the future, like the Cubs are very clearly doing in the wake of the Yu Darvish deal, and still compete in 2021. So I think it's a risk to kind of count on a weakened division, but it's hard to say that there's a favorite right now. The favorite might be the Cardinals, who have made 0 additions so far this offseason.
Same question to you, Mark. Is there a clear favorite in the NL Central?
I give a qualified yes to the Cardinals. They have that pitching still with Flaherty and Kim, and they have a pretty good bullpen. So, and the guy they did lose in Colton Wong, they replaced with Tommy Edman, who's a good replacement, and they still have Paul Goldschmidt there. So I would say the Cardinals, but I wouldn't discount the Brewers. They're always resourceful. They always find ways to put things together, and they haven't lost too many people either. They lost Ryan Braun. And then there's the Reds. We'll see. And then the Cubs. They're both kind of look like they're taking a step back, but I think they can still be competitive.
Hey, Jordan, you mentioned that the Darvish trade, the Cubs were able to make that with an eye toward the future. What does that mean in terms of the rest of this offseason? Will the Cubs make more moves, especially on the Major League roster?
Yeah, I think that deal kind of shows us that anything is on the table, because going into this winter, all the talk surrounded around Chris Bryant or Javi Baez or Rizzo, even Schwarber before he was non-tendered, because those were the guys that were going to hit free agency next year. And the thought was, hey, as long as you have Kyle Hendricks and Yu Darvish, you can really still contend in 21 and plan for the future. Well, they just traded Yu Darvish, and the rotation took a big hit when they already had rotation needs. So I think this shows that Jed Hoyer really is trying to keep that future-focused view right now, while trying to compete a little bit in 21. But the view is really on the future. So the next guy with probably the best value is Wilson Contreras. And maybe we shouldn't be surprised if another big move is made like that, because Yu Darvish has showed us that Jed is willing to do this to try and build that next core.
You know, I am curious about the Reds trade plans, but I kind of want to skip ahead to this, Mark, for you. How many wins? Give me a number. I mean, roughly even. How many wins will it take to win this division? Are we talking about 500 being good enough? Is it a NFL NFC East thing where you can finish sub 500 and punch a ticket? What do you think?
I wouldn't be shocked if it's like, I think 2006, the Cardinals won the division with 83 wins and went on to win the World Series or go to the World Series or something like that. And I think 85 to 87 wins might be the ticket there. It's going to be a very closely bunched division minus the Pirates. And I think it's going to be tough to have a 90 game or plus winner out of that division.
I would agree with that. Jordan, you have a take on this, a number for wins?
Man, I don't know. How many games are we playing this year?
Good question.
You know, it'll be interesting. Yeah. I think I fall in line with Mark here that it's going to be tough. If you're looking at 162 games, I think it's going to be you're looking 90 to 92 tops for whoever comes out on top. But we'll see what expanded playoffs lead to. And once you get to October, I think that's the mindset some of these teams have, is just punch your ticket and see what happens.
Cubs insider Jordan Bastian, Reds insider Mark Sheldon joining us on the final 2020 installment of Hot Stove. Gentlemen, thanks for the contributions. Happy New Year to both of you.
Thank you.
Do you have a number for the NL Central, by the way?
If we're playing 162, it's less than 90. I don't see a 90-win team in that division.
No,
I really don't.
I don't either.
I think about it, Matt. I was looking at this today. The players who have left this division came off rosters. You know, Josh Bell, Corey Knebel, Yu Darvish, Schwarber, Braun, Wong, DeSclafani. And then you think about, well, who has come in? I mean, Zach Davis came over in a trade, but it's the only division in baseball right now that has not signed a free agent at even $1 million. No, basically no activity. Jonathan Holder signed with the Cubs.
Yeah.
So I don't know that that's going to change much. You're probably going to see Bauer, I think we all agree, not go back to Cincinnati. That'll be another one leaving the division. Maybe Castillo gets traded or Sonny Gray. Maybe the Cubs, as they said, Contreras, Bryant. I mean, I do think we're looking at a team less than 90 wins taking the Central if we play 162.
Interesting, man. The NL Central is like the New York City of baseball, right? Everybody's leaving.
And look at the East and the West.
Yeah.
How good and deep those divisions are.
True.